Hi, here's our second video for our Nutcrackers. This is the girl version of it. So this is your chance to watch how to make a girl version of a Nutcracker. In my previous video that I posted, you'll see the boy version of it. So what I did here is I did two on one piece of paper without ripping it in half. So I'm going to quickly just move this out of the way. Ladies, grab a piece of paper. So if this is your first time watching this video, this is how we set it up. Very quickly, we take our piece of paper and we fold it in half going side to side. So everybody that is watching it, make sure that you really make a good crease down the middle. Okay. Now, it's kind of hard to see the line down the middle, but it's there. What we're going to do is fold it inside out and do the same exact thing. Really make sure I'm using the edge of my thumbnail, really making sure that that crease is there. Now that we have that, it should be fairly easy to tear apart and not make any mistakes. Let's see if it works. It works. It worked. Okay, so here's the plan. We have a couple of options here. We have two pieces of paper. So what I intend on doing is taking one and keeping it off to the side, just in case if I make a mistake, or if I want to do another one. Okay, so if you want to make matching or making a pair of Nutcrackers, a boy one and a girl one, or a girl one and a boy one, or two girls or two boys, either way, now we have an extra piece of paper on hand that we can use. This next step is going to really help us in dividing our paper so that we can draw all the body parts in different sections. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the top of our piece of paper, fold it down so it meets the bottom, and make sure those corners are all lined up, and fold it in half. You don't have to go crazy with this fold. Okay, just make sure that you can see that line. Then we're going to take the top part and fold it down again. Okay, once we have those two folds, we're going to open it up. We're going to kind of just flatten it out just a little bit. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different sections now that you can't see because the lights are on, but you can see it. To get started, we're going to start with the topmost square, and we're going to start by making a square for our Nutcracker's head. Now we're going to add some facial features. So first, we're going to add a squiggly line for our nose and our eyes. We're going to add a dot for our eyes, some eyelashes, maybe an eyebrow. We're going to add circles for our rosy cheeks. And then we're going to add our mouth. Okay. Now, my daughter, who I worked with on this one at home, she wanted it to be a princess. So we are going to make a princess crown on top. You can make any type of hat or crown that you want. My little first grader wanted a princess crown. So now we're going to kind of draw two lines that come out like this. We're going to connect them with a very big curve. And we're going to add some white or some big curvy lines. This will leave white when we go to color it in. We're going to draw two kind of diagonal lines that go to that middle fold. Okay? Overlapping that middle fold, we're going to have I'm going to make a circle belt buckle, and then 2 lines that go from one side to the other. We'll finish that by drawing 2 straight lines that kind of go down just a little bit, nothing too crazy. There's the rest of her belt. Now we're going to make a nice little skirt. It comes out like that. So we had 2 lines that kind of came in on an angle. Now these are going out on an angle. Same kind of curve. It complements the one that was up there for the bottom of our shirt. I want to repeat that white fluffy stuff. And then we're going to skip all the way down to the bottom here. And I'm going to draw a long flat line. And then I'm going to connect it with a long line that goes right up the middle. So it looks like an upside down capital T. We're going to make our boots a little pointy. Okay. So our boots are now going to come up a little bit. This is going to look like a capital M right here in the middle. Watch. See that? Trace that with your finger. Capital M. And our legs are going to connect the rest of that shape. Okay, so now I need to finish by adding our Nutcracker's arms. So we're going to have kind of a curvy upside down T like that. So that was a line coming down and then a line going across. Okay. She'll be wearing gloves and her hands are behind her. Line. That. Okay. Now it's time to add some princess details. So first, we got to give her hair because right now she has none. So I'm going to have her with some curly hair. You could draw any kind of hair that you want. Maybe draw the kind of hair that you have. And we're going to give her some necklaces. So this one will have like a diamond shape on it. We'll color that in. Maybe we'll have like a string of pearls. We'll draw some circles that go around like this. It's looking pretty good. Now let's make 2 lines like that, and then we're going to put some buttons. I'll probably color those in gold. And now we're going to make a shape down here. It's going to look like the part of the buttons that kind of open up, the jacket that opens up on the bottom. So it's going to be a capital L over here with a smaller capital L in there. See how I did that? We're going to do the same thing on this side. Backwards capital L. Backwards capital L. We'll repeat those buttons. I missed one. So that right there. And then maybe we'll add some stripes. Cool. I want to repeat the stripes on the arms. Nice. So now, here are 3 different but similar female nutcrackers. Okay. So I kind of, with the one that I drew live, I kind of took some ideas from each of the other ones. Okay. They both have similar faces. but their hair is slightly different. I borrowed her crown, but then I added some jewels to it. I borrowed her stripes on her arms and on her legs, and I added them there. I borrowed her jacket. Everybody's boots were kind of the same. So if you want to add more details to this, add more details. Today, I just want you to draw this and trace it. And if you have any mistakes, fix those mistakes. Next week, we're going to get into the coloring of it. Okay, so I'm going to have these 3 different examples colored in 3 completely different ways with 3 different mediums. Okay, so that means one will probably be with crayon, one might be with markers, and one might be painted. Okay, so I want to show you 3 different options of how we could do that. Okay, have a fun time doing this. Can't wait to see how you do it, and send it over when you're all finished. Have fun. Bye-bye.